Hey y'all, it's Sean, and thank you for joining me on today's video. I truly appreciate it. Today I'm back at it on the 2002 Chevy S10 Hot Wheels truck. And if we take a look at the actual truck, there's two things that really kind of set this apart from every other ordinary S10 truck. Those two things are the very awesome and cool Hot Wheels wheels, and then the other thing is the nice tonneau cover that's on the back of the bed. It just really finishes off the back of the truck and gives it that low, sleek appearance. It's the tonneau cover that we'll be looking at today. There's a few areas on it that really need some attention, but when we're done, hopefully it's going to look 1000% better. So let's take a look at what we have going on here. We can see here in the back that on the right hand side the tonneau cover doesn't sit down quite flat. We can also see, if we take a look here, that there is some previous repair work, some glue that's on this guy here. There's also a little bit more right here. You can see in the middle that, hopefully you can see this, there's worn, the actual vinyl is kind of worn and becoming threadbare. There are other locations too. Everywhere there's a corner, like right here, it's wearing through, cutting through, and so forth. The hinges here at the top are just looking a little bit worn and faded, so you know I'm going to use my favorite spray paint technique to take care of those things. I'm not sure if you can see, but part of the frame not being in alignment underneath has caused an area here where water will pool up, so instead of running off, it just kind of pulls up there. Let's go ahead and lift the tailgate down. One of the things right away we can see is that the weather stripping here is old and is actually starting to fall off. And on the bottom side, the frame itself is in pretty good shape, I would say. If we take a look just right here, you can see the source of those holes that are wearing through in the vinyl. This knob is rotating and pushing through. You can see the previous owner put some duct tape here to try to keep that from getting any worse. The struts, the gas struts themselves that are holding this up, seem to be in pretty good condition. So the goal for today is to remove the frame from the truck, remove the vinyl from the frame, adjust the frame, fix the frame the way I think it should be done, put the new vinyl onto the frame, put new weather stripping onto the frame, and then put it back onto the truck. So that's our goal. Let's get to it. And now that we have the tonneau cover completely off, I thought it might be fun just to take a look at it to see what it looks like without the tonneau cover. It's still a good looking truck, but I think the tonneau cover really does make all the difference for this guy, or this gal, or whatever. Okay, so I've moved inside, you know, because Texas, middle of the summer, the heat can really be something to contend with. When we were outside in the truck, I showed you that this little knob was rotating through the vibration or whatever when we're driving the little pickup truck, and it's Basically, this knob is rubbing on the vinyl from underneath. And that's why the previous owner had to patch it and repair it. So I'm going to try to get rid of that happening by removing this black piece with the knob altogether. And the way I'm going to adjust the length of this pole and keep it in position is by the use of rivets and my rivet gun. So let me get to it. After laying the vinyl underneath there, getting one side screwed down, now my concern is that I won't be able to get it stretched tight enough. Especially when you consider the Texas sun, how hot it's going to get. It's going to relax in the Texas sun. So I'm going to try to put together a makeshift clamping system using some 2x4s and other things just to try to get it to stretch a little bit tighter. We'll see how that goes. Wish me luck. Alright, let's see what we have now. Everything went back on pretty good. It looks like it's on there pretty tight. Here you can see I painted this black and I painted this part that's on the truck the same silver I painted the grill. On the corners, obviously it's new, so you don't have any of that wearing or fraying. And lift up that tonneau cover, please. All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure.
So, just looking inside, everything looks good, just like it was, all buttoned back together. Well, there you have it. We have it all buttoned back up together, and I think it looks pretty darn good. Definitely I'm going to call this one a win as well. Now, there were a few things I wasn't expecting while I went through this process. Some things that caught me by surprise. One of them is the actual front of the cab is about 1 3/4, roughly 2 inches wider than the rear of the truck bed, I mean to say. So as the truck bed goes back, the opening gets narrower. That threw me off when I was putting the vinyl on, because I was trying to use a square and couldn't figure out why things weren't lining up the way I thought they should. The other thing was getting it tight. Tightening up the vinyl was more challenging than I thought it would be. Overall, the project was a little more challenging than I thought it would be. It probably took me close to 3 hours or 4 hours to do everything. But in the end, I'm quite happy with it. I'm going to call it a win. I thank you for hanging out with me today as we work on the little Chevy S10 2002 Hot Wheels truck. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. We've got more videos coming up. We'll see you on the next one.